We didn't realize we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. It's one of those old and beautiful quotes that we hear a lot nowadays, especially from within the gaming community, that rings true to so many of us. Today I'll not only be taking you on a trip down nostalgia street while also teaching you a little bit about the history of the first title update that ever came to Minecraft Legacy Console Edition. I'll also be sharing a historic piece of Minecraft's past with you. I am of course talking about the first ever Minecraft tutorial world, otherwise known to many as the world that introduced them to Minecraft. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to what is yet again another brand new video on my channel. Today, as mentioned in the hook, I'm going to be talking about Minecraft's first ever tutorial world, and along with touring it with some beautiful shaders on and reminiscing with you all about the past, I'm also going to be giving out the download for this world for both the Bedrock and Java editions of Minecraft, meaning that you'll have the opportunity to relive the nostalgia of Minecraft from over a decade ago. Now imagine this, it's May 9th, 2012, and for many loyal Minecraft Java fans, today is a day of celebration, as the highly anticipated port of their beloved PC game has just been officially launched on the Xbox 360 Arcade store, and to say it looks good would be the absolute understatement of the year. From the hype-inducing trailers made by Hat Films to the incredible reviews, this game seemed nothing less than absolutely fabulous. The creators behind the port, known as 4G Studios, a small British-based video game developer, had somehow not only managed to recreate Minecraft Java Edition, but also improve upon it for console players, adding a vast multitude of new exclusive features like 4-player split screen, the ability for 8-player online worlds, leaderboards to track your player stats against your friends, a console-friendly crafting menu and UI that still is revered to this day, and also a world created to help introduce new players to the game called the tutorial world. When you loaded into the tutorial world, you wouldn't be overwhelmed, you'd be welcomed. It was explained to you straight away what Minecraft was in a few simple but valuable words. Minecraft is a game about placing blocks to build anything you can imagine. At night, monsters come out. Make sure to build a shelter before that happens, and that was it. After completing some basic instructions such as how to move around, jump, chop things down, open your inventory and craft, you would then be told about how nighttime can approach quickly and how it can be dangerous to be outside unprepared. The game then would advise you to consider completing the abandoned miner shelter at spawn to be safe overnight. Something that is insane to think is how this silly little abandoned miner shelter quickly became a build that was synonymous with the tutorial worlds. Each time you'd play the tutorial world, no matter the version, it would always be there, waiting to be repaired and waiting to protect you from the night that awaits. However, if you were like me, you'd probably never even repaired it once. Now in the surrounding area, you'll discover a few more things, including a chest with an alarming amount of fishing rods in it, another chest with a couple of boats, and lastly a lone furnace that is just waiting to be stolen. But the main thing you'll probably notice is the massive wool sign in the sky saying Minecraft. It'll quickly become your sole mission to build up to that sign and curiously see what's within it, or better yet, just steal the wool. Trust me, that last part, just stealing the wool, probably is your best option. But before you'll get around to stealing a bunch of wool, first you'll journey through the only path out of spawn and into the nearby town, which just for convenience obviously, we'll call Lonersville. In this beautiful town of Lonersville, you'll find a total of 7 houses, one what I thought was a prison, an abandoned cave entrance, and a well that doesn't quite understand how wells are supposed to work. Each house in the town will have red beds, windows, and this marvelous new thing called doors, which back in Title Update 1 could not be broken down by zombies, making them almost, and I mean almost, worshipable gods. Now you may just be intrigued to ask where all the villagers are, and while most old players like myself will giggle at that question, the answer honestly is, in Title Update 1, there was no villagers, meaning the entire town of Lonersville is empty, making it the perfect location to stay the night, and also, just also maybe, possibly steal some materials from, but we'll talk about that later. Once you've woken from your slumber though, you'll either journey east and come across an abandoned farm whose owners completely left just as their crops were ready for harvest, or you'll travel north to the huge castle situated on the coast just along from Lonersville. Inside the castle walls, you'll discover a church, a castle tower with a remarkable view, and lastly a small port area allowing boats to come and go at will. At this point, the castle will most likely become your new home, and Lonersville will quickly become once again a ghost town, only there for us to steal from and occasionally pass through. Although at this point it seems like you've been everywhere, you'll still have one more location to visit before you can say you've successfully seen everything the tutorial world has to offer, and that is the weird lighthouse that floats in the sea. And yes, you heard me correctly, after all of this build up, the last thing to mess up everything will be this stupid, useless, silly lighthouse thing that doesn't even have stairs inside of it. 1-star review on Airbnb for me. The only plus side is if you do create your own stairs to the top, you'll have an incredible place to watch the sunset, which, if you ask me, is the perfect way to end the perfect day. Now, before I end this video, I've got to say that giving credit is always important, and I want to clarify that although I am sharing the tutorial world downloads and making this video, obtaining this map would not have been possible whatsoever without the amazing collaboration and help I received from my good friends and fellow Minecraft LC supporters, Jake, Emmy, and MC4F. These people invested insane amounts of their own time to help make this possible, so please show them some love also by subscribing to their channels, which will be linked below. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did go and enjoy this video and found it interesting, please share it with your friends and family, drop it a like, and if you have any subjects or topics you'd like me to cover in a future video, leave a comment letting me know what they are. Also, be sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell to stay notified when I release any new videos naturally, and I will see you peeps later on. Thanks for watching and have a great day, guys.